Darkness. Silence. The world doesn't work anymore. What do you do when everything you counted on is gone? The first 7 days are a struggle. Every day is important. Today, you will learn how to survive when it's all over. Awareness and analysis. You come to your senses. The world hasn't just changed, it's gone. You feel weak. Your hands are shaking, but you're breathing. That means you're alive. Look around. Are there people nearby? Are you alone? Or is there someone else nearby, a friend or a threat? Check yourself. Are there any wounds? Bloodhead? Can you walk? Lift something heavy. Check your pockets. What do you have? Phone, power bank, flashlight, knife. Food. Now listen, the night is full of sounds, but what can you hear around you? Screams, cars, shots, silence. Your first task is not to panic. Fear is like poison. It will cloud your thoughts and lead to death. Breathe slowly, deeply. Hold on in the shadows. Don't turn on the light. Don't shout. Don't call anyone. Find shelter, basement, closed warehouse, turned container where it's dark. And you can hide. Check if there's a water source nearby. Puddle barrel irrigation system. Collect everything that can save your life. Today, you're not a hero. Today, you're a shadow. The first night is not about fighting, but about survival. Imagine you wake up in a world where there are no more rules, no light, no connection, no law, and the worst thing is that there is no one to save you. What will you do on the first night? Where will you go? Who will you trust with your life? This channel is not just about stories. This is your briefing in case one day everything becomes reality. Subscribe. Because it is not the strongest who survive, but those who were ready. Day 2, finding shelter and resources. Morning brings no hope, but it gives time. You are alive, and this is already an advantage. The first question, to leave or to stay. If you are in the city center, leave it. Cities become traps. Too many people, too little food, too much fear. And fear makes people dangerous. If you are on the outskirts, decide, assess the risks. Is there water nearby? Warehouses, workshops, industrial zones. Where to look for shelter? Buildings without windows. Technical buildings. Attics, basements. Places where no one looks by chance and which are easy to protect. What to take first? Not everything that glitters saves lives. Food with a long shelf life, cans, dry mixes, energy bars, medicine. Pain is yours, enemy. Antiseptics, painkillers, band aging, antibiotics, if you're lucky, clothing layers, waterproof, against bites and cold weapons. Not for attack, but to scare away sticks. Knives, crowbars, even a screwdriver is already protection. Supermarkets. These are no longer stores, but arenas. They're hungry, aggressive, and scared. They do not share, they take. Look for alternatives. Pharmacies in residential areas, kiosks, vending machines at gas stations. Back entrances, often unlocked. Remember, your goal is not to win, but to survive until tomorrow morning, quietly, fastly, without a trace, organizing out your life. Day 3. You are no longer just a survivor. You are a person who is building a new reality. The first task is water. Without it, you have less than 3 days. Water from radiators, tanks, rain, but never from puddles or standing containers without filtration. Filtration is your shield. Layers of fabric, sand, and coal, and even a regular sock will help. But that is not enough. Let it be on a fire. Let it be in a tin can from under canned food. One mistake, and you have dysentery, and with it, death. Now the food. Canned food is the gold of the apocalypse. Stewed meat, beans, fish, dry milk, muesli, cereals. But save. Count. 1 can per day. Learn to eat little and choose what gives energy and not just taste. Shelter during the day, ventilation. It's warm at night. Try to avoid multi-story buildings. It's dangerous on the ground floors. It's too visible on the top floors. It's better to have an attic of a private house or an old garage. If there's a basement, that's great. Just make sure it's not damp and has an exit, except for one. Watch the light. If the building warms up, that's good. If it freezes, insulate it. Mattresses, blankets, cardboard, everything is useful. And most importantly, protection. Close the windows, hide the entrance, use boards, cabinets, garbage, and create the impression that no one has lived here for a long time. But there is something that is often forgotten. Hygiene. This is not a luxury. This is survival hands. Teeth clothes. Water and soap, if you have it. Ashes and sand, if you don't. Otherwise, infections, fungi. Infections harangue your life so that, as if you're here for a long time, because if you've lasted 3 days, you have a chance for more. Day 4, dangers and enemies. On the 4th day, you begin to understand the terrible truth. The main threat is not hunger, not the cold, not contaminated water. It's other people. People who have no food, who are angry, who are afraid. And those who enjoy chaos rule number 1. Don't attract attention. During the day, don't go out unless necessary. At night, no light, even a candle behind cardboard can give you away. Don't make noise, no music, no talking out loud. Every sound in silence is like a shot. Hide the entrance, clean up your tracks if you cook, and do it before sunset. The smell of food attracts worse than an SOS signal. If someone is coming, hide, don't scream, don't call for help here. Everyone is on their own. Don't have a weapon, so make your defense smart. Furniture, barricades, wire, with nails, empty cans on a rope to make a sound when someone tries to break in traps. Even simple ones. Work, for example, a bucket of water above the door or glass under the rug. Any noise will give you a chance to escape. Distraction techniques save lives. Noise on one side, escape on the other. An empty can thrown through the window, a false entrance, a visible path, but not a real one. If you are found, don't be a hero. This is not a movie. You don't have to fight. You have to survive. Run. Quietly unnoticed. Leave everything if you need to, but save the most important thing, yourself. And remember, in this new world, the one who survived today can build something tomorrow. Psychology of loneliness. The silence is oppressive. The night is getting longer. You no longer feel hungry. You feel emptiness. You are alone. And this is more terrible than the lack of food in your head. Voices of doubt. What if it's all over? What if no one comes? Why continue? You catch yourself thinking, just lie, an hour, 2, a whole day, here he is, the enemy, not outside, but inside. Loneliness turns off the mind and slowly, without pain, makes you surrender how to fight. Routine, you wake up. That means you're alive, you boil water. That means you check the shelter. That means you control at least something. Small goals, done, cross it out. One thing a day, and you move forward. Right in the notebook on the wall with a stick on the ground. Write how the morning went, what worked, what didn't work. A diary is not just words. It's an anchor. It's proof that you exist, that you're not crazy. Don't be silent with yourself. Speak. Even if there's no one to answer, the psyche is like a bone. If you don't strengthen it, it will break. And while you hold on as long as you go, you survive. Day 6, communication and signals. The world is silent. No internet, no news, no GPS, but that doesn't mean there's no connection at all. Old radios, batteries. handheld radios, batteries from flashlights. If you found anything, check if it works. Tune the frequency and listen. Silence, rustling, someone's voice. Remember, those who speak on the air are not always friends. A trap can sound very friendly. So listen more than you speak. You can be near survivors or those who hunt survivors. Signals are your second chance. Smoke during the day, light at night. Shiny metal to reflect the sun. 3 signals in a row is the international distress sign. 3 fires, 3 blows, 3 flashes. Use a roof, clearings, open areas. Make a sign big, noticeable, from clothes, metal, bricks. The word help, arrow, anything, as long as it is visible from above. But remember, every signal is a chance, and this is a risk call. But you don't know who will hear, so when someone answers, decide quickly but carefully. Day 7, time to move. You've lived for 6 days. You've heard there might be salvation, or you've realized you can't wait any longer. The time has come, time to move, but leaving is not just a step forward, it's a plan, it's a strategy. When should you leave the shelter? When the food runs out? When it's no longer safe? Or when you know there's a chance to survive outside? Which way to go? With a backpack, only the most necessary. Leave everything else. Wait is the enemy on a long distance. Walk at night while others are sleeping. Hide in the dark during the day. Hide under the trees in the shadow of destroyed buildings, under the rubble, but not under the beams. They can collapse. Avoid open roads, bridges. Squares, they are like traps. Navigate by rivers, by power lines, by the sun, by the stars. If you know the map, remember. If not, improvise, but do not wander. Keep the pace. Stop every half hour. Listen, look, check the route. This is not just a path. This is a transition to a new reality, perhaps to a new life. You go not because you are confident, but because staying is more dangerous. The main thing in 7 days, 045 SK. Water, food, shelter are the basis. People can be enemies. Silence is your ally. The psyche is your main fortress. 7 days is just the beginning. Are you ready?